Hello friends and family from around the world, this is Mike with Morning Dew, daily events worldwide, and we are on June 13th, 2021. And welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Dew, where we look at space weather, world weather, and anything else affecting humanity. As we have no SDO to look at today, I'm going to share with you my view of the sun. And my skies over Calgary, Alberta today. Amazing high-level clouds. Stunning blue sky. All this taken with the new iPhone 11. Amazing quality and camera footage. I look forward to chasing with this for sure, as we do have our extreme weather season just about ready to really kick up here in Alberta. Now the storms are coming in tomorrow. These are our skies today. No major sun weather events to talk about. Let's have a quick little zoom in of the sun. Oh, did you see that fly by? I wonder what that was. Interesting. But yeah, SDO is still under maintenance and will be for the rest of the day today. I'm sure SDO will be back up tomorrow and we'll be able to see our sun again. But still, stunning images there. Looking here at our geomagnetic activity remains low, as well as solar influx. Real-time solar wind, we're sitting at about 449 kilometers per second. And it's been pretty steady since yesterday, up to about 477. But we are still experiencing a small coronal hole wind stream. Looking at our Schumann resonance for today, a power blackout continues for 58 hours now. Amplitude of 43, quality of 7.8. Let's have a look at earthquakes, as I did give you guys an earthquake update earlier. But since then, we have had some more action as well through the Cocos Plate. But across the United States, New Madrid seeing a 2.5 here. Tennessee, Ridgely, as well a 2.5 in Quinton, Oklahoma. And as well, Fowlerton, Texas, 2.7. And earthquakes continuing through the border with Mexico up into Salton Sea and northward, as we did have that 4.1 at the geysers today. Just having a look at the swarm now, and we're looking at about 150 earthquakes throughout this region in the past 7 days, and about 50 of them came this morning. So the Cobb Mountain swarming, as well as Salton Sea here. This is the last 7 days. Let's add the last 30 days. Or sorry, no, this is the last 7 days. So 531 earthquakes in and around the Salton Sea over the past 7 days. And still very hot and dry all across California and upper Midwest. Heat conditions, drought conditions are continuing, and we have a lot of pressure on the plates right now. And I know I don't normally give out earthquake forecasts, but I felt that I wanted to share what I had thought earlier today with that earthquake forecast. Let's hope it doesn't come. Having a look at earthquakes here through Alaska, 3.5 Chickaloon, as well 3.5 Nikolsky, Alaska. And then I did report all these earthquakes this morning. Since then, we've had a small 4.2 Japan, as well 4.3 here in Jingyu, China. As well, that deep earthquake, Fiji. And since then, we've had a 4.4 here in Greece at a 10-kilometer depth. And No major changes South America, but definitely seeing activity through the Caribbean plate, Central America. 3.9 there, Santa Cruz Bay, and Guatemala is a rockin'. Having a look at the last 7 days for earthquakes. Deep earthquakes recently in Fiji. As of late, we had about 3 or 4 days there of no deep earthquakes. And then right back into the action across the planet, and we are sitting at 420 earthquakes the last 24 hours. So please, just heads up, stay aware and prepared, have a plan on our ever-changing planet. Let's have a look at the Pacific Disaster Center, pointing out any stormy conditions and as well talking about active and erupting volcanoes. Big low pressure system there. You can see off the coast of the Pacific, in the East Pacific, off the coast of North America. And look at all these fire conditions here in Chihuahua, Mexico, as well. The fires in Arizona are still going for 6 straight days now in the same spot. You got to wonder what is burning there. What's left to burn? Well, I think it's coming from the ground, folks. Drought conditions through central United States and as well the high plains. So we've got extreme heat conditions moving in this week, and it's going to create a volatile situation all across western North America, United States, and up into Alberta. One tropical storm to talk about here. Tropical storm Carlos is alive, and as well watching through the Gulf for possible development in the long range for a tropical system. Most recent volcanoes to update: Reventador, Bagana, Nevados de Chilian, Luwatolo, Karamiski, Suisinajima, as well Etna, Sangay, Cadavor, Fuego, Nevados de Ruiz, and Picaya. So about 14 volcanoes getting updated today, and we're still at 44 volcanoes. Stay tuned for the volcanic activity report coming up in the next couple days here. We will get an update on all of the active and erupting volcanoes. Stormy conditions persisting right from Philippines, Vietnam, and up into India. Monsoon rains continue, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean and off the coast of Africa. Still have that dust being blown right off the continent into the middle of the Atlantic. Heavy particulates. Now let's have a look at the 5-day forecast brought to you by Meteor-Earth and Daily Events Worldwide. Starting out here, Calgary, Alberta, as we've got some very nice summer-like conditions right now, and it's about to change starting tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we are going to have some severe weather moving in, and then it's going to continue for a couple days moving northward here, looking at the low-pressure system kicking in from BC and heading into northern Alberta. But watch for waves of moisture here to possibly fire up some thunderstorms through southern Alberta as the system moves up into the Hudson Bay. As well, we've got a low-pressure system here heading out the coast of Canada. It's going to bring a rain here for the next 3 days for Atlantic Canada and some pretty cool temperatures behind it. And then watch as this interesting low-pressure system scoots from the North Pole right down into the Hudson Bay for this 5-day forecast, So that should be an interesting development too. That could change things dramatically across the continent. Overlooking United States, extreme heat conditions moving in this week. Very dangerous heat conditions. I'm talking 46 degrees Celsius. So that is, times 2 plus 30. So 94, it's like 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So heads up. dangerous conditions across western United States. As well, looking through the Gulf here, you can see in the long-range forecast, low developing here, but a low developing just south of that as well, through equatorial region, overlooking the Atlantic. Strong high-pressure ridge here, still pretty dominant. And I swear, this high-pressure ridge is hanging way too low, and that's why we have not really had an Atlantic hurricane season just yet. I think they're all going to form right out of the Gulf. As well, watching a system here develop off the eastern seaboard United States. Big low pressure system here trapped in Turkey. That is still the same low pressure system I've been documenting for the past 8 days. And it looks like it's blocked again by another high just north of it. Crazy indeed. So cool temperatures, Central Europe and Western Europe, warm temperatures moving in. Overlooking Southeast Asia, Russia, India, big low pressure system over Russia. And as well, you still have this low pressure system grinding up into Bangladesh and India, up into the Himalaya mountains. Thoughts and prayers going out to everybody there, as they're going to have some serious flooding conditions over the next few days if it continues. Overlooking Indonesia, no major weather systems developing, except for long range, could have something developing here. Overlooking Australia, a low pressure system just south of you guys is going to bring some wet and wild conditions for southeastern Australia, as far as New South Wales, bringing moisture. But then high pressure ridge moving back in right after that. Overlooking New Zealand, gray days ahead of you here as well. Low pressure system after low pressure system, and some pretty cool temps. Watch for snow in higher elevations. Overlooking the Pacific, no major weather systems affecting Hawaii. Interesting little whippersnapper just north of you, though. You could see, it would be interesting to see where it goes in the long-range forecast. Probably going to head straight into northern BC. South America, no major weather systems developing. Daily evaporation rains, mixed with the particulates of the African dust storm. Pretty dry through South America here. High pressure ridge. No major weather changes there either. Overlooking Africa, the only changes that I can see here is that the systems are developing and moving west to east instead of east to west. As well, you got a little bit of moisture moving into South Africa this week. Low pressure center there moving through. Could be some fairly windy conditions. I'll leave you here looking at the monster in the southern hemisphere, which is still going and eating up all the lows around it. Stay aware and prepared, my friends. I really hope that this doesn't react to the North Pole after settling down in the South Pole. Just crazy, guys. Again, I've never seen such a huge low pressure system. And there's many wrapped up in it right now. So our volatile southern hemisphere is lit right up. And then watching this interesting low pressure system scoop from Russia to Hudson Bay, Canada. Heads up. Thoughts and prayers to everybody today. Much love. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. And get your morning dew. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.